Good afternoon, this is Todd Colvin coming to you from the floor of the CME Group. We are looking at FX and the British pound ahead of the BOE meeting this week. Pound got a little bit of a bid. Recall last week we dipped below 130 the first time since September of last year, and we quickly reversed. The pound, north of 131. Today wasn't a real strong day, but early on we did see better buyers and sellers, and I think that right now the pound is still finding its sea legs. It should find some home between 130 and 135, with 133 being a first real resistance. That's going to bump up on the 50-day moving average. But a lot will come out of this BOE meeting that we have later this week. And the dollar didn't really help the pound all that much. The dollar obviously caught a bid after the U.S. data started to show real strength here. And I think that that's going to continue to be the case, not only with the pound, but with pretty much all European currencies, and as well as the yen. You're going to continue to see the dollar outperform, especially with more rate hikes expected here from the Fed. It makes the dollar more attractive. And I think that even if you go back to April when we saw the dollars take off, you can look at that. It correlates very well with the pound, which really sold off, not necessarily because of economic strength or weakness. It was more about Brexit and the uncertainties that lie there. And this week we do have the BOE coming out. Will they raise rates for the first time since November of last year? It is very likely that they will. And if they do raise rates, you can expect Mr. Carney to give a nice little forward guidance that will probably suggest more rate hikes are coming, and that any uncertainty based on what we're seeing from Brexit, whether they're in or out, whether it's going to be a rush job or a nice peaceful negotiation, that they will look through any short-term volatility, any short-term turmoil to look at the bigger picture. And we likely would probably see not only a rate hike this week, but possibly 2 to 3 in 2019. And I think that could certainly give the pound some strength. I don't want to race to be a buyer here. Let's wait and see where the dust settles after Thursday. Likewise with the Fed, and then we'll see what happens with the ECB when they next meet. But ultimately, it looks like the Bank of England has determined to raise rates slowly but surely, very similar to what the Fed did, possibly using their cookie cutter path to moving forward. So right now the pound suffers a little bit today, but we're off those lows that we set from back in September of 2017. As we head into the BOE meeting on Thursday, look for things to improve. This is Todd Colvin coming to you from the floor of the CME Group.